This is Desiree Dubonnet, and today we're going to look into yet another topic. Let's look into one of the most important issues in all of alternative medicine and all of life. We need to have nutrition, but we also need to detox. Let's look into detoxification.
Okay, everyone, snack time. I've got milk and cookies.
Hydroxios? Oh, Marge, how could you? Those cookies are full of high fructose corn syrup and partially hydrogenated oils.
Have you even read the books I've read?
Yes, we've created a toxic world. We've created a toxic planet. We've let these chemical companies create synthetic patents and peddle them off as if they're natural.
Sorry, I didn't know.
Marge, until you start serving healthy food, the midday mommies are pulling you from snack rotation.
Hydrogenated.
Marge, what are you doing?
This junk food has got to go.
These different toxins are not natural, and they are toxic to our children. Synthetic is synthetic, S-I-N-thetic.
Full of chemicals, trans fats, and hard pork horn.
Don't worry, my sweets. I'll put out the fire.
In an incredibly toxic and more toxic world, we're seeing that all illnesses are basically increasing because of toxicity.
Homie, no! That topping is a petroleum byproduct. Well, when your carrots got out of line to give them a gentle push in the right direction.
We've allowed the chemical companies to make a toxic sewer of our planet, where it's in all of the foods, it's in mother's breast milk, it's everywhere. We have to stop this toxicity, and we need to learn how to detoxify our bodies from all this toxic buildup.
Well, I don't like the looks of this place, Marge. I don't see any standees for chips, standees for soda. I don't see any standees at all.
Family of now healthy food that looks bad on the shelf, but good in our colon.
Our houses have become toxic dumps of all different types of chemicals, creating all different types of problems and diseases.
Why is that man carrying a purse?
That's a reusable grocery bag. This store doesn't use plastic bags because they end up in the ocean and upset jellyfish mating rituals.
Stupid horny jellyfish neutering our dudes.
And a host of other conditions, because these toxic chemicals are getting into the womb, getting into the mother's womb, affecting the baby. It's beyond toleration point. We have to do something now.
Almond butter, soy milk, non-soy dairy-based soy sauce, steel-cut spelt husk, Chef Soyardee soy-based spaghetti and soy balls, free-range gluten, ultra-vegan
You
invisible
don't
cheese.
have to read the items aloud. I know what they are.
And that when we boil oil, we produce another type of toxin, an acrylamide, that creates cancer and other diseases.
Okay, that comes to $790.
$800?
Oh, wait, I didn't see these blueberries. $830.
Yes, money, 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 because natural organic foods don't seem to be in the volume, and people take advantage and try to charge too much for them. It's a little unfair. Nature should be a price that people can afford.
But we're going to a regular grocery store next week.
A week? Without preservatives, this food won't last a day. Look.
The toxic burden is beyond belief, beyond toleration. And maybe, like Rachel Carson said, there might be a silent spring one.
It's healthy snack time.
Is it?
We've got sulfite-free grape juice and homemade organic, non-gluten, fair trade zucchini cupcakes.
Oh.
All illnesses, all people, every place on the planet is affected. We need to stop the toxicity and learn to detox.
Delicious. What % milk fat unsalted butter did you use to grease the cupcake tray? 9%. I used a non-stick pan.
The amount of chemicals in the toxic burden, it's getting greater and greater. This is from an old picture.
Don't you know that non-stick pans are made with PFOAs?
Oh boy, here it comes.
Here we have just a partial list of some of the risky chemicals, patented chemicals, etc., that have created problems. And basically, as we take a look at this long list, this partial list, we're going to tell you one basic thing. If it has a patent, it's unnatural, it's a synthetic SIN, and you are experimenting in the experiment as to whether it hurts.
There is only one thing more dangerous than PFOAs, Marge. Plastics made with PPAs. Never ever let your child near any product with the number 7!
These numbers indicate the amount of leaching of the BPA. Numbers 3, 6, and 7 are dangerous. Yes, mother's breast milk has found to contain many severe disease-causing toxins.
Good Lord! They've been sucking 7! Oh!
Yeah, people are getting a little crazy about things. But detoxification can help to get rid of those toxins. Let's explore more.
Hi, welcome to my program. The topic today is on detox. I have two guests on my show, Nadia Mishanka, originally from Russia, and Dr. Alison Grande, originally from the States. They are going to share with us the secret of the perfect detox.
Add to it the toxicities of the synthetic sugars and the processed sugars. We have an incredible problem for our planet. Now today we're going to teach you a little bit more about detox. We're going to teach you some ideas, how to use different types of detoxification processes, how to use saunas and nasal lavage and different other things to try to get to a more deep understanding how to cleanse the toxins. But it's very important that we don't put the toxins there to begin with. We need to help awaken our society to this toxic burden and get rid of all these patented chemicals. So now we're going to talk some detox secrets and help you to learn more to detoxify.
The fruits are magic because they all for keeping your body healthy and detoxified. Papaya is recommended on a daily basis. When you have your first time in the morning, the glass with a squeezed fresh lemon, you have to have 100-150 grams of papaya, just chopped. Also, we use them as in our detoxifying program. So we have a 3-day detox when you have 1 day of cantaloupe melon, 1 day of watermelon, and the 3rd day is the papaya day. Cantaloupe melon to clean your kidneys, watermelon to clean your liver, and papaya for the whole digestive tract.
Amazing. And look at the color. It can't be bad for you. Look, it's like a rainbow. Thank you for that.
This is bright and watery and provides a lot of fiber and good sugar for the body.
Can only be good for you. Nadia, you just came back from a retreat in India. How was your experience there?
It was a great experience. I always enjoy going to India. I come back inspired and invigorated. Actually, India brought me to teaching yoga in the first place.
Is there any special detox that the yogi do?
There are 5 elements of yoga. In the West, the most known is asanas, the physical part of yoga. But we also do pranayama, which is breathing to purify the lungs, to be able to breathe more clearly and inhale more oxygen. It's also yogic diet, which is very healthy, because yogic people are trying to eat the products which are clear from toxins. We choose organic and mostly vegetarian sources of protein, so it is as little toxins as possible. Next step is shavasana, the relaxation, when you totally relax the body. As our body is constantly firing up to create some movement, we need to learn to relax. And meditation, which is totally releasing the mind and makes you relax mentally, which is the most difficult part to achieve.
Alison, a sexy doctor from the States. Tell our audience, what do you specialize on?
Well, some of my specialties are nutritional therapeutics, detoxification, women's health, and gastrointestinal issues.
Wow, you are perfect for our program today, because I want to ask you a tricky question. What's the truth behind detox? Is it a quick fix? Do you believe in it?
When it comes to detox, you have to keep in mind that there are many fad detox programs out there. So it's important to use common sense. Avoid putting the poisons into your body in the first place. Don't smoke. Avoid alcohol. Limit caffeine. Filter your water.
Sugar as well, which is the worst enemy, I suppose.
Yes.
It hides everywhere, between sugar and salt. They are everywhere.
Our body does have the natural ability to detoxify itself, but we can't help the process along by eating liver-supportive foods, by drinking plenty of water, getting plenty of fiber, and keeping our modes of elimination running smoothly.
If they're in season, or maybe too expensive, what can we use instead?
I need to say that papaya is a vitally important fruit in our digestive system. It would be really good if you could find it, and you could probably find it in the market, not as expensive as in some supermarkets. But if you do not have access to papaya, apples and pears, which are local and great in UK, might substitute it in some or the other form.
So go for the local or go for the seasonal fruit. Tell us which food they are helping the liver or the body in general to detoxify.
Okay, so some liver-supportive foods include members of the brassica family of vegetables, which are Brussels sprouts, broccoli, cauliflower, dark leafy greens. Also, sulfur-containing vegetables like garlic, onion, artichokes. Also, dandelion is quite supportive to the liver, so drinking a dandelion tea or eating fresh dandelion greens in your salad is quite helpful.
Could you tell us the importance of a steamy room and a sauna and a massage for the body to relax and detoxify at the same time?
The steam room and the sauna are great for detoxifying the body, especially if you can do a lower temperature, longer, sustained sauna, sweat. The body releases many water-soluble toxins through the skin pores. So, great method of detoxifying. Also, the heat will help relax your muscles, and the physical response also gives you the mental, emotional response of relaxation.
How long and how often would you suggest us to do the sauna in the steamy room?
It depends on the situation. So, if your primary purpose is detoxification, then a lower temperature, so under 100 degrees Fahrenheit, for an hour is more beneficial than a short, high heat sauna. But if you're doing it more for relaxation, say at your gym using the steam room, a 10 to 15 minute steam can be very helpful.
This is essential for life, to be able to eat the right foods, to get nutrition, and also to prompt detoxification.
I'm gonna go a little bit on details and get personal here. Do you ever cheat? Do you ever treat yourself with a piece of cake, or do you ever go over the border with your food?
I think piece of cake is not cheating. If it's a healthy cake and if you made the cake yourself and if you know what is in the cake, it will never be a cheat. It's a cake made of love. The lemon is for the morning drink. So every morning you wake up, you take a glass of water, or usually a cup of lukewarm water, and you squeeze half of the lemon into the cup, and after you drink it. So if you start with this drink your morning, you will probably feel straight away that your digestion is stimulated.
Wow, can I try?
Yes.
It's very nice and very refresh. My God, what a good way to start in the morning. Amazing. You are the expert here and you are such in a good shape. What do? What's your secret?
What's my secret? In fact, women should really exercise every single day for at least an hour. It doesn't have to be a planned, strenuous activity, but movement is essential to promoting health and staying lean.
So what do? Do you do weights, cardio?
I do a balanced fitness regimen. I hit a little bit of everything. So throughout the week, I may have a day of interval cardio training with speed intervals. Another day may be strength training. Another day I work with a Pilates instructor. But every day I keep moving. One day I may not be in the gym at all, but I could be out with a friend walking in the park for 2 hours.
Wow, so you really keep moving all the time and you make it interesting for yourself, so you shock your body in different directions.
Right, it's good to try something new and vary your routine so you always keep your body guessing. It's great for your body and your brain.
Would you advise the audience in any specific detox that you believe? Because I know you are not a fan of quick fix.
I don't believe in a quick fix. I believe that the right diet for detoxification is also a health-promoting diet. So eating plenty of these liver-supportive and health-promoting foods, like we talked about, the brassica family of vegetables.
What about protein? Because some people say, oh, they are very intoxicating for the liver, but I think all our body is made of protein, like nails, hair, so we need our protein to look young and beautiful. Am I wrong here?
You're right, we do need protein, and it's helpful if you eat a little bit of protein every few hours throughout the day to maintain your blood sugar, which will support our neuroendocrine system and keep our metabolism running smoothly.
Most of our audience, sometimes they do cheat and they do overeat. How long would it take us, them, all of us, let's say, to detoxify the body from a big cheat? So like, let's say you eat a lot over Christmas season or over Easter. How long would it take to then detoxify?
First of all, never punish yourself, and start by drinking lots of water, lots and lots of water. And eat, if you don't feel like doing the fruit detox, just start eating healthier. Put lots of vegetables in your diet, the cabbage, broccoli, all the green vegetables. They're going to clean your digestion. And orange vegetables, so as much vegetables as you can, and healthy grains, because rice, barley, they will take things out of the system. Just healthy diet will
just come back to normal. There is no quick fix, you know that now, so just eat well all day on your life, okay?
The salt and the neti nasal thing.
That looks very interesting.
You pull the hands towards the ceiling, inhaling, lifting up on the toes, and exhaling, lowering the hands towards the head.
It's not a question of if we are toxic, it's a question of how toxic are we and is it affecting our health.
The salt and the neti pots we use for the nasal cleansing. Every morning you wake up, and the first thing you do in the bathroom, you brush your teeth, you clean your tongue.
Brush your teeth.
It's very important, the purifying start of the day, brushing the teeth and cleaning the tongue, because if you clean your tongue every morning, you're already getting rid of all the toxins which body got rid of during the night.
Wow,
it's really important.
Already a detox.
It's really important to brush it out. And after you take the neti pot, they come out in different sizes, in different materials. This one is very authentic, very heavy one. You pour some lukewarm water and you add salted. So you take roughly a half of a teaspoon of salt and you mix it.
And the water has to be warm?
Water should be comfortable enough to touch with the finger. So if it's too cold, you will feel uncomfortable because it's inside of the nose.
And if it's too hot, you don't want to burn yourself.
You don't want to burn yourself. Exactly. So it should be comfortably warm water. You take a pot and you probably do it in front of the sink.
Okay, I'm going to move it.
Open your mouth and tilt your head to the side and place the nostril, the tip of the teapot, and lift up.
Cleaning out the sinuses is very important, not just for detox, but to treat allergies. If you read in the allergy book, you can see how to make a preparation which will diminish the histamine in the mast cells and cure allergies. It can be done. Cleaning out.
This way you cleanse one nostril. You do the same with the both nostrils, so you take the other nostril.
You see, it can be cleaned and remove the allergies, wash away, opening up the sinuses, cleaning out the adenoids, tonsils, making sure that we have clean immune system. Brush your teeth, clean your tongue, and clean out your sinuses daily.
Amazing!
And now you can properly blow your nose, and you would feel properly, purely clean, and you can breathe, you can inhale deeper. You feel clean in the nose.
What's the name of this technique? Has got name?
The technique is called neti neti. So it's one of the yoga kriyas, one of the cleanses exercises in yoga.
That looks very interesting. Thank you for sharing it with us.
You're welcome.
Can you tell us in details about the neti neti technique, the salt and water technique to clean your nasal passages?
Yes, neti neti, this kriya or cleansing you do every day in the morning when you wake up. You take a pot, which is called neti pot, and you take salt and lukewarm water. Room temperature or body temperature water is good, so you don't really feel uncomfortable when you pour it through the nostril. You add salt, very light, probably a teaspoon of salt for the pot. And after you take the pot with you, go to the bathroom in front of your sink, you bend your head to one side through one nostril. And after you do the same on the other side, you blow your nose and you're ready for the day. After doing that for
Amazing.
a period of weeks, you probably would not have blockages in the nose and will have less, you will be less prone to colds and diseases.
Would you say that this is good also for people who have got problem with the breathing and
it will really, for people with allergies, people who are prone for colds and flu.
or congested, they get congested, or like if you get like a flu, so this is all good.
It will really help you.
Are there any poses in yoga that really help to detoxify the body?
Yoga is a system of poses which do detoxify the body, is a primarily purpose of yoga. Why I mentioned 4 poses, because they are the easiest one to perform. The rest of them, still you need to be practicing yoga for some time to be able to balance and to press in the right point in the body. But in general, all the poses do. Either you create some pressure on the intestine, on the internal organs, or you're opening the muscles, so you're releasing the stress. And as the blood circulates more fluidly through the muscles and nourishes the body more, so it flushes the toxins out of the parts of the body. The variation of Tadasana, when we interlock the hands in front of you and push the palms towards the ceiling, stretching the sides of the body. So this movement will stretch the sides of the body and create the stretch in the intestine as well. You pull the hands towards the ceiling, inhaling, lifting up on the toes, and exhaling, lowering the hands towards the head and placing the feet on the ground. Again, inhaling, lifting up on the toes, and exhaling, lowering down. Repeat this pose 8 times. The variation of Trikonasana. Feet are hip-width apart, hands either by the sides of the body, so you really feel where you're moving towards the right or left, or you do the same, you interlock your hands and push the palms towards the ceiling. You're inhaling up and exhaling, lowering towards the right. Keeping your hips as straight and steady as possible. There is no movement in the hips.
Is yoga the only part of your routine? Can yoga help you to be and stay in shape?
Yoga can and does. It doesn't make you slim, which people probably think, but it does get you on a path of being healthy. And you can achieve your healthy body shape through yoga because your endocrine system is going to be balanced, working properly.
Working properly with the body to cleanse.
While with digesting carbohydrates, you have everything in balance in your system. The more balanced your body is, the less bad things you want to put into the beautiful system you created. The variation of Cobra. When you're lying down onto the abdomen, the hands are shoulder level and the feet are apart, toes are pushing into the ground. The most important is that the abdomen is already pushing into the ground. So with every in-breath, you're massaging all the internal organs. With the inhalation in the center, you're twisting towards the right, exhaling, looking back towards the heel. Inhaling to the center, twisting to the left, looking back towards the heel. Thus you create the pressure on the sides of the body, pushing through the internal organs and detoxifying all the body functions.
Yoga, very important. The age of the body is dependent on the flexibility of the spine.
Neti technique. Can anyone do it?
Everybody can do it. You don't need any special preparation. You just need a teapot with water and some salt. And after, it is extremely easy.
What salt do you use?
You shouldn't use iodine salt.
No, okay.
Otherwise, the sea salt is probably the best. The sea salt flaked is the best salt you can use.
Thank you. And how many times you should do it? Every morning?
You do it every morning together with your morning routine, together with the brushing your teeth and cleaning your tongue. It's the third thing you do every day.
And after a month, what's my benefit? What I'm going to get out of it?
You will feel that your breathing becomes more clear. You don't get nose blockages. If you used to be allergic to something in the air, you probably will get rid of this allergy.
Really?
It is really beneficial.
Talking about the hygiene, can people share the little pot?
I wouldn't recommend sharing. You can buy the pot for probably £2 in plastic, and you can throw it away after some period of time. You don't need to preserve it. It's very cheap, very affordable.
So, hygiene first, don't share your pot.
The shoulder stand is the pose which is one of the king poses of yoga. The shoulder stand balances the endocrine and mostly the thyroid gland. It balances it out of the hyperthyroidism when it's overpowering and hypothyroidism when it's underactive. Doing this pose every day for 3 minutes will give you extreme benefits.
These postures help to get blood to the brain and the organs.
Starting your day off with a glass of room temperature water with either some fresh or a couple
of some distilled water with
apple cider vinegar is helpful for acidifying the stomach and preparing your body for digestion. Eating a breakfast within an hour of waking is important for revving up our metabolism and keeping your blood sugars stable for a longer period of time.
What could be a healthy breakfast?
Well, there are many options out there. A couple of poached eggs over some cubed roasted sweet potatoes and kale and onions is a great...
You make me hungry.
is a great breakfast. You could also do a shake if you are in a hurry and want to get lots of nutrients in an easy drink.
What shake? Like with whey protein?
Sure, whey protein, or you could do a hemp seed protein if you don't digest dairy very well. Blending it in a blender with some frozen organic berries, some flax. Right, so give it sort of an ice cream consistency. Plus, you would get all the great flavonoids and antioxidants from the berries.
You said that women should only have 3 to 5 servings of alcohol. Why is that?
Well, in studies, consuming alcohol health looks like a bell curve. So, no alcohol.
We see that people that have no alcohol have some diseases. Moderate amount is best, but too much produces problems.
Too much alcohol have more cancer and other chronic diseases. For women, that moderate amount falls between 2 and 5 servings of alcohol a week.
And do you believe in detox or you don't? Because I think in our days we really need to detoxify the body, because even if we just breathe, the air is full of pollution, so it's bad for the body anyway.
Right, you're exactly right. We do live in a toxic world, and it's not a question of if we are toxic, it's a question of how toxic are we and is it affecting our health. So doing things that promote our body's natural detoxification systems is helpful for everyone.
Thank you, Alison, for being with us today and for sharing all your secrets. Those are like gold for us.
Well, thank you for having me.
It was a pleasure. Thank you for following us today. I truly enjoyed the program. I hope you did as well, and you got some great tips out of it. Thank you for following.
All of biology needs a detox. Our cells need to detox. They need to bring in nutrition and take out the toxins. This is important for all of life. First we need to nourish, then we also need to detox. This is very important. The major detoxifications of the body happen in the kidney and the liver. water systems working with the kidney and the liver working with more hard systems. We see that there's many different types and steps in the detoxification process. Water-soluble toxins, non-water soluble toxins, alcoholic soluble toxins, and a host of other things, as well as the lungs. The lungs take in the nutritious air of oxygen and take out. Our organs are also combined with nutrition, and the skin is a backup. All of these things need to detox. Colon hydrotherapy and colonic irrigation is very important and can be used on a daily basis when you're really sick, but most of the time a monthly basis is going to help. We need to get clear in the toxins of the bowel. If you do not have proper bowel movements, it's important to use enemas, colonics, etc. to stimulate that detoxification. There's many different types of systems that can be used, from home use systems, cheap, expensive, many other things, but we need to cleanse the colon and to replenish the different bowel flora that properly lives there. It is very important to establish and clean out. This is some of the crap that's been stored in many people, and this comes out as an extra type of skin layer of the bowel when we do a proper colonic. Radishes, very helpful detoxification and fortify the liver. An apple a day really does help keep the doctor away. Many of these different foods are used for detox. We want to get away from the fatty foods and into vegetables. We want to get lots of fiber. And we want to be able to get into a raw food diet and recognize that fruits and vegetables are the perfect food. Chlorophyll can be used to help to detox. Activated charcoal can help on some toxins. So taking these on a monthly basis, along with some of the bentonite clay to help absorb toxins. Epsom salts into the bathwater can help promote detoxification through the skin. Here is a list of some of the most powerful detoxificating herbs. Use these as teas on a daily basis, and even more when you go into a complete detoxification system. Don't forget to drink lots of water. Spice your water up a little bit. Making sure that we get the proper types of food for the detox. Making sure that we are going to cleanse the system, cleanse the colon. Using these things, using these foods on a daily basis, but once a year or even more, going into a complete detoxification where we use these cruciferate compounds even more intensely. They help to boost up the fiber and drag out the toxins out of the bowel. Very, very important. These should be the essential parts. And exercise is an essential part of our life as well to stimulate the blood flow. So we bring in the nutrition of air and nutrients, and we detoxify the bad air and cleanse the body and cleanse the bowel and the kidneys and the skin. There are lots of detox that we talk about in different books inside the 12-month course. Systems such as detoxification of radiation and other things. You can read more and learn more, but recognize that it's very important for the body to be able to detox. We talk about having a nice glass of wine, but you can't enjoy that wine if you haven't urinated in over a week. We talk about that nice, wonderful meal, but you can't enjoy that meal if you haven't had a bowel movement in over a week. You can't enjoy the in-breath if you've not gotten rid of the out-breath. So it's very important that we detoxificate the body and get rid of these toxins through excretion and through proper excretion and not through the backup means. Then we can get into proper nutrition. This is Desiree Dubonnet signing off.
And I know that you're toxic.